Hello everyone, I am Apex Gamester and welcome back to the RAC PACK modded Minecraft series using the AT launcher. This is episode 20 and we start today with a little bit of a problem. The problem being is that somehow in my nether quarry water got through the system. Now I have no idea how this freaking happened. Because water is not in the nether and that was the only tank. It was the only fluid that was filling up the tank in below is lava. But somehow water got in there and then that got pumped around my entire system. So much so that I lost power. I've had to turn everything off because I don't have enough power for anything. These are pretty much nearly empty. And you can see there is water in all of these pipes. And because of that, lava will not flow. So I need to basically gut everything. Now if I were to look at that, if I look at this piping here, I don't think there's any water in this bit now. I think I've isolated that. So what I'm gonna have to do, and I'm not gonna do it all on camera, but you know, share the experience and all, that I am having an issue. All of these have water in them. So they all have to go. Every single fluid duct in this system has to go. Because, yeah, that's... I mean, I could try and flush the system. But, I mean, I'm really not sure. And I've tried this a couple times now already, and it just seems like water just ends up back in the system. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is literally just take every single thing out. And there's a lot of hidden piping here as well, so it's not going to be terribly easy. I'm pretty sure I have piping hidden in the walls here. Yes, I do. So, and this isn't the most efficient system, of course, of running piping, but... let's just expose everywhere that I know has pipe. So all of this is going to have to come out. Teeny bit of lag there, that's fine though. Let me check the old TPS, see what's going on. Yeah, everything seems fine. So there's some in there. And I believe it's up here as well. Are you serious? I can do it from down here, it's fine. Believe that's most of it exposed. Let's take all of this out. We've got it going across the top as well. No, it's... oh, it's there, isn't it? So yeah, it is technically along the top. But I can get in there and do that bit manually. So all of this has to come out. This is a really big pain in the ass, actually, because... it means that I'm going to have a small amount of time where I'm going to be juggling through power and lava and sort of things like that, because I need to get those energy cells filled back up, because that's my backup. You know, power runs through those energy cells constantly to power everything in my base. So there's all of that out. Yeah, I need to go in here. No idea how the water got in there. It is what it is, I guess. So I'll go through there and collect other bits as soon as I can. Let's go down to a darkling. In you go. There you go, chap. So in through here. Route it through here. This is where the intake, the output from the tank there, and it inputs lava into the system when it's needed. That's like the backup lava, not the primary lava. We don't really need these cover blocks anymore. So that's not what I meant to do at all. Let's get rid of all of this. And then, of course, it goes up here. Oh, stupid things. They can be quite buggy when you're morphing. Texture, you know, the collision mesh can be a little buggy. So let's get that thing. I think I might have most of it. What's this side? Nothing this side. And these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out and I'm going to replace it all, but I'm not going to connect it to the main line yet. And let's see if everything powers up. So a quick shortcut, and I'll be back in a second when that's all finished. Okay, so I am back, and I've pretty much done all of this fluid duct, and it's coming up that it's all empty, which is exactly what I want. Apart from this here, which should say lava, which it does. And that's hooked up around there, around there, around there. That one can go there, and that one can go there. And then I would only need one more piece there. And also these guys here. So I can hook that up now. Which is that one. There. And now we'll start to see lava flowing through the system. These guys start turning on as the lava starts to drain away. Some of these guys will start to power up, giving these guys power and these guys power. I think these guys are on priority for some reason, but they're charging. So now this should all be saying lava, 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 lovely, lovely lava. All this lava, 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 lava. Okay, beautiful. The only other thing we need to do then is connect it to the grid. Is this saying anything? These are all powering on. Yeah, so I mean, they're getting lava. So one thing we need to do is get rid of the water in here. Where's my... There she is. Get rid of the water in here, and to do that you just empty that middle block there. By doing that, that deletes everything that was in the tank. If that's what you want to do. So there, we're now completely empty. Another thing quickly, take off this, update to the skin. Kind of wanted a different approach. I kind of wanted the face to have a bit of character. So he's now kind of got this red scar, sort of like a scarred eye, and the flames on the wrist are much more detailed. I think it looks pretty cool. It just gives him a bit of a character, you know. That's the whole thing. Just not a guy just standing there with a suit on. He's now actually got a definition. All of these pipes here all have... Excuse me, I nearly threw up in my frickin' mouth. They all have lava in them. This one has water. This one could have been a problem. Let me place a block so I can work on this. Yes, that was really a block. Well done. Can I place a block, please? Thank you. So these have water. And what it was trying to do is inject water into the system below. Luckily it failed. So we still have lava in all of this. Yes, lava, lava, lava. Lovely, lovely lava. I have really no idea how that happened. Also going back to the last video when I tried to do some Ars Magica stuff. I believe it's the last video. And I noticed that my my spell, whatever it is, had exploded. Still don't know the cause of this. Anyone has denied involvement, and we'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now. I have looked into Ars Magica stuff randomly exploding. I couldn't get too many details on it, but apparently it can happen. But it just seems like it was stable for so long and then suddenly exploded, you know, while I was offline. So I'm not sure what happened there. This guy as well. This powers these. Apparently these have nothing in them, so that's fine. So the only thing left to do is to connect the input of lava. I'm going to quickly power on the ME system. Thank you. Get me some netherrack. I have so much netherrack now. 450,000. So let's grab a full inventory full of lava. Not sorry, lava, in netherrack. Let's put it into these guys. In fact, let's just directly place it in here. Get these things firing up, because we want to have that excess lava flowing through. There we go. Now if we go down, we should see lava flowing into that tank. And we do! Oh, yes, we do. So, for now, it seems like it's fixed. I would very much like these to say lava as well, if they could, please. But it looks like we have no water in the system now, which is good. Just fill all these up manually for now. Not going to do any harm. These things drain a lot of power. I didn't realize, but they do. But we need to work on getting that, get that out of there. How much netherrack do I have in this system? Not very much left, so these guys, just waiting for those to fill up with power. And again, because it was broken, they sort of, you know, lost their equilibrium. So they'll work into a system again, and it'll all eventually complement itself. But I do need to fix all of these blocks that I've taken out, which is a good idea. Also want to fill up all of these with netherrack, get it all powering, get it all working again. But for this part of the episode, that's going to be it. I wanted to start building in my little secret forest area. A few thousand? It's got possessed by the spirit of Jonathan Ross then. Yeah, I wanted to start on the secret forest build, so I will see you there after this short break. Okay, so I'm at the new build location and discovered that we are about to suffer another setback. And that is this purple stuff over here. This is TAINT from Thorncraft. And if left alone and enough time of me spent in the base over there, this stuff will spread. This will spread everywhere. And that is not something that I want to happen. Now, it doesn't seem to be in a very high... Whoa. Okay. It doesn't seem to be a high concentrated level of taint. There are no mobs in this area. There are no taint spores. There is some underground stuff going on here, though. So that has to be kept an eye on. There is a way to remove it. However, it's very expensive, very difficult to do if you have no knowledge of Thorncraft, dangerous and time-consuming. So I think what I'm going to do at the moment is just kind of try and seal it in. I'm going to start by getting rid of the trees associated in the biomes so that they don't become infected. But this is the stuff that you don't want. Fibrous taint, horrible stuff, but getting rid of it like that doesn't actually help the situation. I'm pretty sure that these logs don't carry the infection now I've taken them down. I'm not sure, however, so I will be just disposing of them. But in my earlier episodes, in my old sort of like quarry area, you'll probably notice that I had quite a few heavily infected chunks, which had spores and had weird tentacle things. Oh, it was really quite horrible. tainted plants. See, that's something we don't want to have to deal with. Yeah, and it's starting to hurt me. So yeah, I feel like the best course of action right now is to kind of try and seal it in. Which is not going to be easy on its own. There we go. Take care of that guy. So there are no trees left in the taint. So I need to think of a material. See, it's really going to ruin this area. And I suppose this may force my hand and actually make me need to take up Thorncraft, which is really not something that I really wanted to do. I wasn't really that interested in it. But it's horrible stuff. Ugh. Just sounds horrible. But it will be a problem. So that's something that needs to be addressed. Oh, piss off. Look at this guy. I don't think I have that hat either. Nope, apparently I did. So, I need to find a material that's not too ugly. That I can seal it in, and I guess it's just going to have to be wood. Is this actually... Oh, this is actually grey-stained leaf, so... I thought that that was infected, but it seems not. So yeah. This is going to be the next current project. Before I can even start building, this has to be contained, because even now, it's spreading to other chunks. I wonder if I can bring up the chunk board. Is it 6? No. F7? No. Of course it's not F7. Stupid. See here, it's already spreading into the next chunk here. So before too long, this chunk is going to be infected. So I need to stop it. Now this will work overground, but apparently it can spread underground as well through natural tunnels. But it cannot flow. It cannot infect man-made blocks. So that's what we're going to try and work with here. In fact, there's some infected spots here, isn't there? Is there some infected spots underneath here? Because this really is not good. And it's quite a large area as well. So let me grab some wood. I've got my portal set up here. Just here. I may actually make a Mistcraft book system so that I can go from place to place. But we're going to need some wood. We need lots of wood. And luckily I do have a ton of oak. Actually, I don't have that much oak. I thought I had a lot more than that. But let's just grab tons of that stuff. Go back through. And start the containment. Now actually I'm kind of thinking a wall. A wall might be enough. Instead of like a dome over the whole thing. So I might go for that option. It just seems like that there's some stuff under here as well. I'm really hoping isn't the case. You see there's some here. And here. It's certainly getting across. This is concerning. And even here, where the colour of the water goes slightly darker. Yeah, I'm not happy about this at all. But I want to find it. I want to find the taint. Or at least, like, some sort of proof of spread. But right now I can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a big-ass wall. That's the plan. Big-ass wall. Operation Big-ass Wall. And it's going to have to start... Oh, Jesus. These grey-stained, or are they like tainted? No, they're fine. Stained saplings. That's good. So it's going to have to start around about here. If I say there. and it's going to literally have to be the whole front area. It shouldn't need to be too high, but I don't want to even see the taint from where I am, so... And I'm going to need to build it slightly underground as well, because I don't want it to spread through these layers. So it's going to be quite an operation. Sort of like that high, maybe? Maybe that would be enough. And I need it to come sort of in here, then here, 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 here. Let's curve it up a bit. Okay, let's make it slightly more natural here. So like that maybe instead. Hang on. There. That's not the one to use. That'll take away too much. Where are you? There you are. That guy. That guy. That guy. That guy. That guy. Slightly more natural. Excuse me there, I had to sneeze, which is almost a delightful thing to have to do. Well, there's some people that say that it's like an eighth of an orgasm or something stupid like that. I have no idea. I've never tried to fraction my orgasms before. Awkward. This guy talks about orgasms. No, he doesn't. So yeah, it's going to need to come out a little bit further this way, just so it curves around a little bit. How does that look? Kind of crappy, if I'm honest with you. Kinda crappy. It needs to be way more fluid. So I'm probably going to cut the episode here, actually, and come back when this wall's completed. Hopefully that would have done enough. I'm not too sure. But that's the plan anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know what you think in the comments. Any tips without having to go too deep into Thorncraft that could get rid of this stuff or stop it from spreading. But for now, thank you again. And as always, I will see you next time.